if we move on to Waves, then your most recent album, did you know what you wanted out of that album before? Maybe a year or two ago, did you thought, okay, this is what we want out of the album, the next album?
Yeah, we start to write songs on this from this album maybe 2 years ago already, and we just start to to build. We know that we wanted to make an album, but we don't know what kind of. And then we have a lot of songs, and we take a lot of time to make it, and we identify inside those songs that some of it were darker, and I think we fall in love with that kind of mood. It was the expression of what we were at that time. We had some troubles.
In what way?
What?
In what way? Troubles in what way?
In our personal lives, so we start to use music for ourselves differently, and we were open to that soft way to make music more than in the precedent albums, and I think we choose the slow, sweet, and ambient, dark mood.
Right.
Yeah, finally, because it was definitely the way we were.
But the writing process then, was the writing process difficult in that sense? Because you say you had some troubles, and was it a
It was very easy actually.
Okay.
It was long but easy. I think that was the difference, because it was not try to make music. It was make music. Once again, it's shorter, and it was just like the pure expression of how you feel. I think that's art, I guess, but it wasn't try to pretend or try to make something. It was just make something, and I think so. We found it more true.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there a song that sticks out for you, maybe in terms of lyrics, in terms of the mood, like you say, that kind of connects with you a little bit more than the other ones?
I think yes, of course. It was from very deep inside of us. But for the lyrics, we decided to bring it out, and we talk about people around us. We have enough personal things inside just the music, so we can dedicate the lyrics to somebody else.
Okay.
Who maybe people who live some hard things. Most themes are dark.
Sure.
But it's to drag the dark to the light, and but it's several people around us who gave us their story, and then we can try to express it for them.
What is it like then? Because then you go on to perform these songs. What is it like then that people can connect to kind of what, not just the lyrics, but also then, like you said, the mood that you kind of set, or the feeling you're trying to show them. So what is that like that people can connect with that?
That's awesome. We try to let the things with a lot of free space, and then in the music and in the lyrics we try to not be so precise. Otherwise I think that people cannot have their own part of the song, their own part of it, and then you cannot connect with people if you don't let them or their interpretation free. So we learn it, I think, with the time, that we have to let a lot of space for people, and it's cool to see that if you do something very empty, people will put a lot of stuff inside, way more, and it's gonna be like a real interaction.
Right. So what is one of the best reactions you had from somebody who's heard the music, or something they said to you maybe?
People cried.
Okay.
That's I think that's the deepest thing. Yeah. When a song could express something very precise for some people, it means that you invite them enough to make them feel something. And yes, we had some people who cried, and that's like, yeah, like a gift.
And if you look a little bit towards the future, then because this album has only been released quite recently, but what is the ambition of Bill Gray? What are your I don't like the question where do you see yourself in 5 or 10 years, but what do you want to accomplish with kind of doing this music?
It's like just continue, but it's like, I think when you start something artistic stuff, it's like you try to know more about yourself and people, and I think it's something that you couldn't stop just one day to do something else. It's like a lifestyle, and I think it will never stop, whatever the shape of it.
Right.
But I think what we're expecting is it's more travel with music, continue to we really enjoy to play in front of people who don't know us. That's very cool, because you have sincere reaction, you have white paper relationship. Right. So yeah, that's very cool.
One last question then, because you mentioned kind of the period that you were writing in. It was a darker period, so to say. Did it help writing this music? Does it help kind of?
Yes, of course. It get out easier when you have something to put out. And I mean, when you have to put out something, is that you cannot keep it inside, because it could be dangerous. You have to, it's like therapy or something like that. But so if you are in a way talk about dark things, it's a positive way to make art, because it means that you choose to take dark things from inside to outside, to throw it away. And yeah, it's strange, but I don't listen a lot to fresh or happy songs.
Right.
For me, sometimes it's like, okay, you're happy. Why do you need to say it? Maybe it's hard to say, but it's like
it's a bit boring.
We have to talk. If somebody told you we have to talk, it's most part of times to fix problems. And I think if we produce something to give it to people, it's a great ambition, but we have to be useful, and I think it's the best way to be useful and to give something to people, is to talk about problems and let them be with their happiness.
Gilles, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.